Hey, Stephanie. Thank you so much for
Hi.
joining me today. It's really great to have you here sharing some of your experiences. Did you want to share a little bit about what your name is, where you're from, what you do?
Sure. My name's Stefanie Richard. I'm from St. John, New Brunswick, Canada, and I'm a psychotherapist that works with people in caregiving positions.
And do you want to share a little bit about where you were at before you joined the program?
So when I joined the program, I had just started my business. I was only a couple weeks in. I was extremely anxious. I had no idea how to get clients. I had no idea what was going to happen. If this was going to be a success, if this was going to completely fail. So I was really a nervous wreck when I started.
Yeah. And so what was it that led you to join the program? Was it around having some support and guidance to help you have that success you were looking for?
I think what changed my mind about it, because I didn't want to invest in any money whatsoever at first. I was really scared of the risk. So I did the 1 week program with you. And I found that my mindset really changed about investing in the business. And I was just so much calmer. Like everything just felt better and calmer after I talked to everybody, during that week and kind of had some guidance. And I was like, okay, this might be something actually worth investing in. And I was really scared to spend any money whatsoever, as you know. And then I decided, and I need to do this, because if I try to do this a year down the line, I'm already going to be in trouble financially because my business won't have gone where it's supposed to go.
Yeah. And I think that's a really key point of sometimes people wait and they hope that it will pan out on its own. But I think what you saw was that the opportunity cost, yes, it's an investment up front, but as we'll talk about, you've more than made that money back. And, they've actually had people say to you, how are you growing so quickly? So it's become, has become an investment because you've made that money back several times over on probably where you'd be right now. But I know you had some big reservations, as you just touched on.
I did.
About joining. So what were the main ones? What were the main things that you were weighing up in your mind?
I think it was just spending the money, because I hadn't been working for about a year because of COVID. I'm finishing grad school, and we've just been kind of sitting on that nest egg. And I thought, oh my God, what if I don't make this money back in time? And then, what am I going to do? Am I going to get enough out of this? Is this program going to be worth it? Is this a scam, right? Is this person genuine, right? Because I just, was meeting everybody on the internet. Is this real? So yeah, it's the biggest concerns.
Completely different country on the other side of the world. So what were you hoping the mastermind would help you achieve when you made that leap and you're like, okay, I'm going to go all in on myself and I'm going to invest this money? What were you hoping would be the return on that investment?
I think there were two things. Is one, the return was going to be to fill my practice. And then the other part was to fill my practice without panic and anxiety every day. To do it in a way that was calm and easy and was not, like we talked about, that masculine energy. It wasn't going and knocking on doors, forcing people to take my business card. All the aggression that I experienced in the sales world before. I really wanted to do it a different way.
Yeah. And actually, then as it transpired over the 6 months we worked together, you actually got really quite poorly. And had you not been approaching it in the way we were approaching it, it would have been really quite difficult, I think, wouldn't it? Especially with COVID. And do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I had pneumonia from about August through to, the end of September, and I'm still recovering. And in that time, I was able to go from, 3-4 clients a week to pretty much almost full. And I was able to take a lot of days off to rest when I wasn't seeing clients. I was doing some marketing. I was doing a little bit of the program, by no means 100% of it, like maybe 10-20% of it some weeks. And I was still able to grow the business and get better and get healthy.
Yes, which I just love, because seeing you not have to panic in that time and being like, I'm really not doing very much because I'm not very well, but it's okay because I've got new clients coming, and one of the things we spoke about a lot was actually being able to give yourself that time and space to heal rather than feeling like you had to run because you're in panic mode about, I've got this new business, I'm not making any money. So that seemed to be a really big shift for you in how you've approached things.
Yeah.
And what's been the impact on your business? Like you touched on it there, that you're now full. But you're not just full, are you? It's not, I have a full caseload of anybody that would come to me. Do you want to share the kind of clients you're working with?
Yeah. So when I first started, I was seeing, maybe a few clients a week. They weren't necessarily ideal clients. They were clients that were taking up a lot of my time because they were coming in with things I just wasn't familiar with. And now I would say the majority of my practice is ideal clients. There's not a lot of research time. There's not a lot of work because they are clients coming to me with issues that I know how to work with. And they're very similar people. And I also attracted, I said, very nice clients somehow. Well, not somehow. Yeah. I know why. But I attracted really nice clients. They show up to their appointments. They pay their bills. They're courteous. They do their homework. They're really the ideal client rather than just taking in anybody.
Yes. And I think that was a key thing as well while you were poorly, that your clients were kind of your dream clients and easy to work with, so they didn't require too much from you too. What has been the impact of this growth? We started working together in May, and it is now November. That's a little over, well, it's exactly 6 months. Is that right? Yes, exactly 6 months. What has been the impact for you on that 6 month period from brand new owner, anxious, few clients that aren't ideal, to full practice, dream clients, and actually looking to the future now, like what's next and where am I going? Because I've got this feeling my practice doing nails. What's been the impact of that on you?
I think the impact was to realize that I'm going to have time to do other projects that I'm thinking about doing in the future. I'm going to be able to do workshops. I'll be able to do some writing that I want to do, maybe eventually writing a book, because I realize I don't have to work 50, 60 hours a week like I was in my old profession. So that's the biggest impact.
Yeah. And I think you might not have seen this so much, but the confidence in yourself that you can do things your way has been really inspiring to watch. I think when we first met, you'd been in quite a lot of masculine dominated careers and absorbed all these things of ways you wanted to do it, and you touched on it. You didn't want to do it that way, but didn't really know what other way you could do it and be successful. And seeing you grow into knowing that, I can do it my way and be really successful and not work anywhere near as hard as it's been beaten into me I have to. And I can rest. Like, I think that was one of the big realizations I saw you have when you were poorly, that you could rest and still be successful. And we spoke about that a bit, and that was so great to watch you uncover and experience. What would you say to someone thinking about joining the program?
I would say, there's a ton of really good material about how to do marketing and how to do it in a comfortable way. But I'd say the biggest thing is just be able to change your mindset. Like, there's so much mindset work that happens that I think we don't realize holds us back when we have the wrong mindset about things, when we're stressed and we're anxious and we're worried about the minute details.
Yeah, that big picture thinking. And what was your biggest takeaway now you finished the program?
I think my biggest takeaway was on the mindset of things was about money. It was about investing in my business. It was about actually getting to enjoy my business, because what's the point in having a successful business if you don't get to enjoy anything from it and you're just go. So being able to enjoy my money and being able to enjoy my business.
I love that. And is there anything else that you want to share or say about the program or working with me?
I'd say, I've been approached by a lot of different places, and I found a lot of them were too small picture. They were really just thinking about how to fill your business next week. It wasn't about the long term or years out or how you're going to grow once your business is full. So I'd say, that's probably the biggest difference with the mastermind program versus some of the other build your practice programs that I've looked into.
Yeah. And I guess that's come from my futuristic thinking. I'm always like, what's next? So what's next? And what's after this? Well, thank you so much for sharing your experiences, Stefanie. It was such a joy to work with you and to watch you and your practice grow. And I'm really grateful for you taking the time to be with me today.
Thank you.